The Witch's Cat and the Broomstick Blunder. The lovely witch was always zapping here, there, and everywhere on her broomstick. The witch's cat gave it very little thought. After all, riding a broomstick is what witches are supposed to do. One night though, Cat watched closely as the lovely witch prepared for her flight. First she put on her hat and cloak. Next, she sprinkled the broom with magical witchy dust. Then she jumped aboard and said the magical words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make this broomstick come alive. The broomstick went bang, fizz, pop, and started to fly. Then the witch said, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Broomstick, go back down again. And it landed back on the ground. I almost forgot, Cat. No mischief whilst I'm gone, and absolutely no magic, she warned, before zooming off into the night. Cat watched in awe, longing to fly broomsticks just like the lovely witch.
How hard can it possibly be?
He said, digging out a dusty broomstick. If it worked, he'd be able to go everywhere with the witch, like a proper witch's cat.
If only there was some kind of book to help me learn,
he thought.
Never mind, I'll work it out for myself.
He tried to remember what the lovely witch did first. Then it came to him.
Aha! First, she put the hat and the cloak on.
So he quickly put on a big witch's hat and a long cloak, and then hopped onto the broom. He held tightly as the broom started to kick and shudder. Splutter, puff, puff, puff. But then it just stopped. It hadn't worked.
What else did the lovely witch do?
He wondered.
I know. She probably thinks magical thoughts. But that's easy. I'm an expert in magic.
So he thought, and he thought, and he thought as hard as he could. But it just didn't work.
I'm sure the lovely witch said something. Can't. Absolutely no magic. No, that's not it. It was something else, was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make this broomstick come alive.
Bang, fizz, pop. It worked. The broomstick burst into life. Cat held on tightly as it whipped around the room. Just when he thought it might never stop, his cloak caught on something, sending him crashing down to the ground.
I can't believe it,
he said, dusting himself off.
It actually worked. I just need a bit more practice.
But this time, as he uttered the magical words,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make this broomstick come alive.
Absolutely nothing happened.
What now?
He said, trying to think of what the lovely witch would do.
Aha! Perhaps it needs some more witch's dust. That's it,
he said, giving the broomstick an extra good sprinkling of witching dust. The broomstick instantly started to shudder and shake. Then it started to sparkle and fizz.
That's it,
Cat shouted excitedly. Then he uttered the magical words once again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, makes this broomstick come alive.
Bang, fizz, pop. It worked. He clung on tightly as the broom blasted through the ceiling and out into the night sky.
Down! I want to go down!
He yelled. He was sure that there were some magical words for this, but he just couldn't remember them now.
Down, broomstick, down!
He tried again, but the broomstick had other ideas. It flew upside down, looped the loop, over the village, then across cities, forests, oceans, deserts, icebergs, jungles. It went all around the world and back again. He arrived home just as the broomstick began to make some strange noises. Splutter, Puff, barf.
Phew! That was amazing! If not utterly terrifying,
said the cat as he snuck back inside, only to be met by a very unhappy witch. Cat, look at this mess! Wait, you haven't been riding the broomstick, have you? She asked.
Well, yes. I wanted to learn so I could come with you,
he explained. That's lovely, Cat. But with magic, you must always read the small print, said the witch, picking up the empty jar. The lovely witch forgave him, eventually, but he was never, ever allowed to ride broomsticks again, which suited Cat just fine, because he knew he'd already decided what he wanted to play with next. The end.